Hey guys, I'm Dylan. I'm the head butcher at Local Quality Market. Today we're going to go over an array of beef cuts. I know sometimes it can be overwhelming and not know what to pick or choose. So today I'm going to explain each cut that we have here and how to cook it. So the first cut that we have here, this is an inside skirt steak, and that is on the abdominal wall of the animal. It helps the animal breathe in its respiratory system. There are two types of skirt steak. There's an inside skirt steak and an outside skirt steak. Both of them are characteristically known for being very long, thin pieces of meat. This is a fantastic cut to grill. This is great for carne asada. It'll pick up any marinade really well, and it's got a fantastic texture. A couple of notes about cooking this guy. It's something that you want to grill this. You want to go really high heat for a short amount of time. So if you look at the grain structure here, it runs from side to side. So when you cook that and cut it and serve it, you want to make sure that you cut across. So this is the ribeye here. This is going to come from just behind the shoulder blade of the animal between the 5th and 12th rib. Some unique things about the ribeye is its marbling, which is always going to be a more well marbled cut than say a New York strip, for example. You have a few different muscles within the steak itself that make it a really unique cut. So here I have the spinalis. This is also known as the ribeye cap. This is a very coveted steak here, known for its amazing texture. So a couple different ways to cook this. I would do it on the grill or on a cast iron pan to really get a nice sear on it. Just salt and pepper is really all you need because the quality of beef speaks for itself. We have a New York strip steak, also great on a grill or in a pan. This is a continuation of the ribeye, so the eye of this muscle actually turns into this entire steak further down on the animal. So after the rib cage ends, you get New York strips. Just generally speaking, compared to a ribeye, a little bit on the leaner side. It's unique for its fat cap here, which we can trim to any specification that you'd like. Generally speaking, it's a little bit leaner, but this is a nicely marbled steak. All of the beef that we carry at Local Quality Market is AAA or higher. So what I would do when I would cook this in a cast iron pan, I would sear the fat side down first, get a little bit of that fat rendered out, and then sear the steak itself in that fat. I have an OSSO BUCO here, which is another low and slow braising cut. So this is going to come from either the fore or hind shank, which is the forearm. And I know that it is the forearm and not the hind shank because it's got two bones here. So it's got the radial and the ulna bone. The unique thing about the OSSO BUCO as far as braising cuts go is that it's got marrow right in the middle. So as you cook that low and slow, it's going to render out and make the entire thing richer. You can also get it in beef. It's just as good. So the texture is quite unique on the shank. It's because of all of the sinew and tendons that run throughout the muscle. Those break down and turn into collagen as you cook it slowly and just makes a very velvety, rich, unctuous cut. To cook this, I would sear this in a Dutch oven and braise it for 4 to 6 hours. Here I have a chuck roast, which is going to be a low and slow braising cut. This goes from basically the base of the skull to the shoulder blade. Generally speaking, this is a really tough cut and does quite well when cooked low and slow. So you can do this in a crock pot or a Dutch oven. It's just a classic chuck roast. It's known as well for the fat to lean ratio, which is usually about 80-20. So this is great for stew, for roasts. You can also grind it for a really nice burger. Very versatile cut. If you find yourself wanting to grill a nice steak for the weekend, a couple of great options for you. So the ribeye would be great for a couple of people. Quite easy to do on the grill. It's going to be about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. If you wanted something a little bit more lean, I would recommend the New York strip. Same cooking instructions. If you wanted something you're feeding, say you have a party, you want to do tacos, you want to just do a couple of different cuts, the skirt steak would be a great option, especially the inside skirt steak because it runs at a slightly lower price point. One of the things that makes Local Quality Market unique is its butchery program. We have a whole animal butchery program, so literally any cut that comes on the animal, we can get it for you. We're very proud of that. So any of these cuts you can come in and pick up at a moment's notice. We have a full service butcher counter. So if you can think of the cut, we can get it for you.